that he has implemented it using the midterm plan, and he has put the 4-point agenda in the midterm plan. Madam Speaker, on the issue of international obligations, he talked about our seat at the UN Security Council, and I want to congratulate him and the country for getting this seat for us. Madam Speaker, on the issue of East African community and trade exports, he mentioned the exports that exports to the East African countries have increased to a six-year high. But however, Madam Speaker, we know for sure that Uganda, for example, now exports more to Kenya than we do to Uganda, whereas initially we were exporting much, much more to Uganda. So that needs to be looked into. He also talked about engaging the UK so that we have access to that UK market. That's important because since Brexit, UK is now available to other players in trade, and we are happy that he's doing those negotiations and roping in the US, because by the US, especially after 2025, when AGOA comes to an end. New frontiers as well, especially in East Europe and East Southern Asia. The government is looking into those new frontiers, and we welcome that, because then we'll be able to allow many of our young people to seek jobs in those areas. And as the manufacturing industry here grows, because he says he's going to focus on it, we'll have more people get jobs there. Madam Speaker, we also have industrial training institutes offering jobs in the sectors where we'll be able to export our young people to work in these sectors or in these new frontiers that the government is focusing on. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I have seen the light, although I thought we have 10 minutes. So thank you, Madam Speaker. I will stop there and allow others to contribute. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Jerargei, Samson Gibrotich.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for this opportunity. From the onset, I want to say that the President's speech was very underwhelming. It should have been short and sweet and inspirational. I think, Speaker, it is very unfortunate, and the drafters of President should avoid repetitive in some of these issues. One of the issues that the President did cut on was on COVID pandemic 2019. We agree it is becoming serious. Many people are dying. And I think as a country, we must build a consensus on how we can move forward to ensure that it does not continue ravaging. Madam Speaker, my concern is on the 6 billion universal health cover. There is nothing to smile about, as Morgan Heritage said in his song, Reggae. Even in Nyeri County, the universal health care has come to an end. So I'm wondering, when you talk about universal health care, when Nyeri, mothers, adults have walked to hospitals in Nyeri County, Madam Speaker, and they can't get service. Yet the President was telling the country that universal health care will resolve these issues under Article 43. Madam Speaker, even in this 60 billion, up to now, medical doctors are dying and frontline workers up to date, yet a risk allowance has never been paid to them, Madam Speaker. We would have expected the President to be able to tell the country where is the promise of risk allowance payment to frontline workers, especially the nurses and doctors, who are dying daily because of COVID pandemic. Madam Speaker, the President talked about 250,000 desks. He talked about the school calendar. I thought that is the business of CS in charge of education. Those are things that we didn't expect the President to discuss in the State of the Nation address. Thirdly, Madam Speaker,